put limitations on God because I very much understand that He is God. He is the creator of all things, ruler over all, good and bad. And I know that everything is going to work out in His favor. That's why I also don't judge people who have different religions. I really don't conform to religion. I believe that there is one God, and I seek Him diligently, and the Holy Bible just heightens that the best for me. But I know that ultimately God can use anybody and anything. So a few years back, when I first decided to give my life to God completely, I was experiencing a lot of guilt, and I just couldn't understand how God could forgive a sinner like me. And there are people who've done far worse things in their life than I have, but that's conviction, right? That's one of the first steps. God allows you to feel and see who you are and how that made Him feel, and that hurts. When you truly love somebody and you bring pain upon them, it hurts. And you're gonna go through all different stages in this journey, y'all. I promise you're gonna go through that stage where you're crying all the time because everybody's dying and going to hell because God's uploading you with all this information, all these things you didn't know before. You're gonna go through your judgmental stage where you feel the need to correct people all the time, and your heart is in the right place. You just want to see them make it to heaven, but your delivery is screwed up. Everybody don't want to hear what they're doing wrong all the time. You're gonna go through that phase too. You're gonna get downright tired and very much will be like, Lord, do what you want with them, I don't care. Even though you know you can't, because your bane existence on this earth is to gather God's sheep, tell them about the goodness of God so we all can see the kingdom, we all can turn away from our wicked ways, right? You're gonna experience all this. But at that point in time, what I'm about to tell you about, I was going through a lot of guilt. Oh, it was heavy on my heart. I was experiencing so much guilt with everything. Fornication, lies, I mean, just using people, you know what I'm saying? And didn't even really felt like I was using people. Man, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. I had so many men do so much for me simply put, I'm a vibe. And that's not even me being funny, you know what I'm saying? I never go into a situation to use somebody, right? And I used to always tell them, hey, you know, if you like who I am, you know I'm real, you'll wait for me. You know, you'll treat me how you think I deserve to be treated. And they did. They did, you know what I'm saying? I'm not ready now, but I still like you. And I never had any intentions on being with these people, never. But the fact that my delivery was just so sweet, filled with honey, I was a charmer. They did a lot for me, you know what I'm saying? And I can realize now that that's still a form of using somebody, still very vain, you know what I'm saying? I mean, charmer, baby. Never gave up no meow. Just let them think, wait on it and it'll come. You'll be surprised what people will do just hoping. Boy, hope is a powerful drug. So I was dealing with a lot of guilt because there was a lot of ways I used honey to get me out of situations. I used honey to further me, you know what I'm saying? I was a charmer. You know what I'm saying? And so I was experiencing a lot of guilt. Oh, so much guilt, right? And I used to pray to God about it, like, Lord, you're not going to forgive me. Just always just so sorrowful, always crying. And one day, I woke up. I'm saying literally, I was sleeping in bed and I just woke up and I heard, go read Enos. I'm like, not Enoch, y'all, Enos. And I'm like, Enos? Lord, I got to look that up. I ain't never even heard that name. Who's Enos? So I Googled Enos. He's in the Mormon Bible. Never once have I ever considered picking up a Mormon Bible. Didn't know nothing about the Mormons, baby. Nonetheless, I Googled this, right? And I believe I got it on my Kindle. I think I used it on, it's been a few years, y'all. I either read it on my Kindle. I had to read it on my Kindle because I didn't buy the book. I had no intention of becoming Mormon. I'm just following God. He told me to read about Enos. I'm finna find out about Enos. You know what I'm saying? So it had to be on my Kindle. I'm fairly certain it was on my Kindle. And I go to reading about Enos. And Enos is so filled with guilt. He is crying, begging God to forgive him. He just wants to get into the kingdom of heaven. He is begging God. I never related with somebody so much in my life at that time in my life. So I'm reading about Enos, and I promise it's like, twin, where have you been? Because this man was the epitome of me. And long story short, it's a lot of traffic about to start coming this early. Long story short, God forgives him for his sins in the end, and he tells him, now pray for your family. All the work you put in, all the sacrifices, you know, shying away from evil, you know what I'm saying? Your righteousness has saved you. Now go and save your family. Pray for your family. Save your family. And bro, that got me out the gutter. I'm telling you, that got me out of that depressive state that God couldn't do nothing with a sinner like me. I knew that I too would eventually get myself in a position to be blameless, to have righteousness, to gain righteousness, and I needed to save my family as well. Now you can't save nobody that don't want to be saved, but you sure can intercede for them, baby. You can pray for them, and I pray for my family diligently. But I say all that to say God can use anything. So I don't judge people for believing, not believing, because I know God can make something out of nothing. He took a religion that I knew nothing about, had no intentions on initiating in, and still having nothing like that. I just need you to take this portion. I need you to read that. I got some living water in there for you. With some living water in there for you. You're going to drink it and you ain't going to thirst no more. No longer will you feel like you don't deserve my glory. After you read this, you're going to mount up like eagle wings. You know what I'm saying? That got me out of a tough time. A time where I felt like God could never forgive me. I never really done anything good in his kingdom at that time. At least I thought I didn't. You know, God sees the great in us. And I'm very hard on myself, so you gotta excuse me. It's some days I feel like I ain't done nothing even right now today, that I'm not good enough, that I'm not worthy. And people hit me up privately all the time and tell me the good things that I've helped them accomplish, the good things that I've done, and them just hearing me. And I appreciate y'all so much, you know. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I appreciate y'all so much when y'all hit me up privately and let me know, hey, your words touch me. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I trust you. I trust what you're saying. Man, that goes so far. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Because I feel like that's building up my mention in heaven. I'm paying God his currency. So yeah, keep an open mind when it comes to God. Read that Bible. Let him direct your path, because that path can go many places. Blessed day, guys.